Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and today we are getting started on our Just Because Cards Cricut Cartridge series. So we're going to be working on the first card in our series, which is located on page 24, and it's the car card. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out by cutting our envelope, which is on page 64, and it's the E1 envelope, or the envelope number 1. And to get this one to fit into our car envelope, what you have to do is do this on using the shift key. So this is one of the envelopes that you're going to need the shift key. So first what we're going to do is fit to page, our shift key in our envelope, and then we're going to hit OK so it'll calculate the size. And this way we know what size to cut the rest of our images at. And this is going to be at 3 inches. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so we went ahead and cut out our envelope. So now what we're going to do is cut out our card. And we have to remember to turn the Fit to Page feature off and change our size to 3 inches. So I'm just changing this to 3 inches. And now what I'll do is just hit the card key. Okay, now that I have my card and envelope cut out, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out my different layers that I want for my card. So I'm going to start by cutting layer 1, and that'll be the card, and I'm doing that on this bright pink paper. So I hit layer 1 and card number 1, and it's still set at 3 inches. Okay, so I cut out all my layers for my card, or for my car, and now what I'm going to do is cut out this, which is like a band that goes across the bottom of the card. So I'm going to cut that out, and that's done using the shift key and the card number 1 key at 3 inches. Okay, now what we're going to do is cut out the getting there sentiment, both in the regular feature and then the shift feature, which is just the there, which I'm going to cut out in a different color. So once I'm done with that, we'll come back and assemble our card. Alrighty, let's go ahead and put our card together first. What we're going to do is go ahead and do our car. So I'm going to start with the wheels, because I had put one of these together before and I put the wheels on last and they didn't line up right. So I'm just going to start with that. Oop. Okay. And our other wheel. Alrighty, and I just want to grab a piece of scrap paper here. And we're going to go ahead and glue our little rim of our car here. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and let me grab my, I'm going to use my Quick Stick pen for the windows and all these other parts, because it's just easier to grab them like that. I got my Quick Stick pen at a CK convention, but you can order them from, I know they have them at Hobby Lobby, and you can get them online as well. I've even seen them on Amazon. But it's great. It's got a little, I think it looks like silly putty to me. And it just kind of grabs your pieces and sticks them right on for you. Well, it doesn't stick them on, but it helps you get them on. And there's also this really cool end, and you know, don't use this for your heat gun because it'll warp it. But it comes out, and you can use this also to help you with the pieces as well. So it's a great tool. As a matter of fact, we're going to use it again right now with our sentiment. We're just going to flip this over and add some the two-way glue. And that kind of helps you get some of these pieces lined up really nice. For my sentiment, I used some pattern paper that I had by Daisy Bucket, and then I just used some of the Papertrey ink dark chocolate to cut out the other piece. So I just like the contrast that it had on there, so cute. Okay, let me get that white paper out of the way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to need our score pal. Let me just get that down here. And hopefully you can see this. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. And when you cut out on the Cricut, it creates these little tick marks. So I'm just going to line my tick marks up on a line here and just make my score. And we'll fold that in. Get that out of the way because we're going to need that again for when we do our envelope. Okay. And I cut out the layer that comes with the #1 card, and I'm just using my ATG gun. And I use the ATG 714, which I got from Framing Supply Warehouse, and I order my refills for mine from Crop and Stick. And the one thing I did notice is it does, when I cut out this layer, it is a little longer, but that is quite alright because we are just going to take the scissors and trim that off. Okay, so now for our card, and this is going to be really cool because my niece is going to be getting her driver's license this summer, so I'm so giving her this card when she gets her driver's license. Alright, it does cut out on the Cricut, it does cut out little yellow dots for the wheels, but I just thought it'd be give a nice little dimension by adding some brads, and these are just off-white brads. Okay. Oops. So what I'm going to do next is I want to add my sentiment, and I'm just going to add that right onto here. So let me get my, I just don't want it to get any adhesive on my, I've got enough stuff stuck to the top, my mat here that I don't want to get any more on it. So I'm just going to add, and let me just tip this back down. Add this right to the back of my sentiment, and I'm just going to dot this on because I have a tendency to go too fast and then I wrinkle it up, especially this paper. It's super, super, super thin. This is probably where my tweezers would come in handy. But that would be too easy, right? Alright, that's our sentiment. And then I think this needs a little bit of ribbon. So I think I'm going to use maybe some Hibiscus Burst Papertrey ink ribbon. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and added my bow. So now what I'm going to do is just add my car right to the front of this. And I just need to adjust my bow a little bit by moving it over. And then we'll put the car right here. And I'm going to put the car on using some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Especially because with the brad backings being there, it will help pop it up off the card. So there we go, that's our card. So let's go ahead and do our envelope. And you're going to need your score pal for this, or any kind of scoring I just close that up there. Alright, so what to do with your envelope is you want to just line your envelope on your score pal to create your creases. And you all remember this from the wild card series. there we go, that's the envelope. Let's go ahead and fold all of our score lines. And I probably won't be doing, whenever I'm doing the videos, I probably won't be showing you all of the cuts. And every time I cut on the Cricut, it all kind of works the same. So, but just today I wanted to show you, since this was our first video, I just wanted to show you how I did it. So there's our envelope. There is our card. See, it fits in there perfectly. See that? Well, I kind of hung my card up there. So, all right. Well, anyway, that's today's, that's our first card in the Just Because Cricut Cartridge series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!